Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday or Thursday, depending on where you are on this beautiful planet. You guys know the drill. And those of you who are new, we want to wish you a big, big, warm welcome. Welcome to the love train. It keeps growing and growing, just exponentially at this point on a global scale. And the cool thing is, you all follow the energy here. And that's how I live my life. I follow the energy. So, welcome here from, let's see, we've got Quebec City, Canada. Welcome to you. Clovis, California. Welcome. The Bay Area of California. Welcome. Cali is representing. I love it. Abbotsford in British Columbia, also in Canada. Welcome. Ann Arbor, Michigan. Youngstown, Ohio. Melbourne, Australia. Welcome to you. Czech Republic. Awesome. Welcome. Cornville, Arizona. Welcome to you. And then we've got Tennessee in the house, Athens, Tennessee, Bristol, Tennessee, and Jackson, Tennessee. Right on. Welcome to all of you. Again, thank you so much for liking and sharing it with those whom you feel are ready to receive the message. I do want to address a couple of things for those of you who were mentioning about the Schumann reports and where it's accessed. I did discuss it yesterday, and it's interesting because I did go into a meditation. I actually did a double meditation today, and I'll share about that in a little bit. But one of the things that came through was, remember when these huge surges come in and we have timeline shifts, so anything man-made or science-based, right, is dealing only with proof and evidence. And we're going through in this ascension, there's no proof or evidence. We're living it. We're witnessing it, to be honest. And so they, pointed out to me that, when huge timeline shifts happen, what happens? Their gear goes down. The gear goes down. But we can't stop being, right? We don't stop existing. We still feel for the energy. And this is how, they gave me an example of, there is going to be a period where you do learn to be like blindfolded and close your ears and just completely feel for the energy. And I'll be honest with you, I do that now. I just go with what I feel. When I feel inspired is when I go check in. But today I was really drawn inward, and you can see I pulled the graph today at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. apparently. It was solid 2 p.m. So it's when I feel inspired to go and look. And this integration has been very, very interesting. And so before I get into that, I do want to address one other thing. Somebody mentioned something about some medical stuff. So I am definitely not, I'm not even science-based. I know that there is science that supports what I'm talking about, and there are others who do that. And that's great because that's their area of expertise. I'm a Ascension guide and a self-realization guide. And like, I'm your cosmic cheerleader. I'm here to tell you we got this, because for a long time I thought I didn't have it. And then all of a sudden I saw this shift. And then here comes this beautiful tribe called the Love Train, right? So we all know it's real now. We all can feel it. And in the 5D, right, we are feeling it. And one of the things that came forward is, so I do not give any kind of medical advice. I don't claim to. I have had my own experience with my own wellness where my body hasn't gotten sick for 20 years, but I haven't figured out yet how to relay that. I would love to teach it to others, but what they're telling me is as we ascend, our wellness is assured. So if you, of course, are having symptoms that do require and you feel the need to see a doctor, by all means, don't say, wait, but the Schumann girl said, it's all ascension. Okay. So if you're aware of a situation going on in your body where you do need, medical assistance, by all means, please follow what you must always follow your own guidance. And if it's saying, go get help. Everything that I do with regard to my body, though, is I understand that my consciousness runs my body. And so I just always thank my body no matter what is going on with it. So if I'm having ascension symptoms, or that's why I don't even like the word symptoms, because that insinuates something's wrong. And I know that this is all upgrades that we're going through. It's so for those of you who are having sensations or symptoms around ascension where there's no, medical explanation. Again, these are always usually temporary. Can they come in flows? Yes. But It's for those of you who are feeling it, that's the only reason I'm sharing this information, is to saying, okay, if all of a sudden you're having a bout of fatigue, I absolutely know that my body is 100% healthy. I know it without a doubt. But again, if you know that if you feel like something isn't, and for those of you, whether you are 100% healthy or not in the now moment, always give love to your body. Always. Every morning I wake up and say, oh my God, body, you're kicking ass. Because our body, our organs all have their own consciousness. So instead of saying, oh, you're not working right, give it love. And I know there are some of you who have healed your own disease by doing this. And it has been, it's a great practice. Just give love to your body no matter what, especially if it feels like it's not performing to your expectations right now. So I hope that helps. And again, all love. I just wanted to be clear about, my qualifications as a cosmic cheerleader are very high, but I'm not giving any kind of medical advice, but I am just bringing out things that are my experience and sharing it just so so you don't think you're going batshit crazy. I stand by that. Okay. What else do we have today? So I'm going to, I do want to show, let me show I'll show the chart really quick, and you can see we're still in very much integration because we had a ton of light come in. You see the vertical lines, the red is again stuff being released, but you can see here it looks like, and I'll tell you, this morning I woke up full of energy and then it rapidly just slowed down. But normally when that happens, it comes with the fog for me. I didn't get the fog. I felt very present, very much in my body. And so I was like, okay, meditation time. Like I knew it was time to slow down. And I want to clarify for some of you, so not everybody likes meditating. I wasn't a big fan of it initially, and I do it now when I feel, and it's like comes on as an inspiration. But one of you, we have an amazing artist in this community, and if you haven't checked out his stuff, check it out, Justin. And he said that painting is his meditation. 100% that is. So understand that anything that keeps you fully focused, relaxed, and in the moment is a form of meditation. It can be listening to your favorite opera. It could be listening to your favorite music, any kind of music, Clearly I like opera, I said it. But it can be anything that gets you out of that mind busy planning stage, right? Where you're in your head. And so any kind of creating that you're doing when you're in creation mode, doing anything creative of any sort, right? Ladies, when you're putting on your makeup, you're creating. You're making choices about what you want to do. When we go to open the refrigerator, we're being creative. So notice like that there's moments where you can live intuitively, paint intuitively, color intuitively, listen to music intuitively, and really just sink into that moment. Because one of the things that came through to me this morning was because I was like curious about these heavy fatigue things that I have been feeling in these recent integrations. I know what they said. What if it's time for you to slow down and go inward? Have you been thinking too much? And I was like, oh gosh, got me again. Yep. So, and what happens is, right, we get excited, things start shifting, and then you start planning. And so it's very interesting in the 5D, when we plan, all we need to do is know our end goal, right? I'm ready to see a fully awakened planet. I'm ready to play, have fun, and create. And so that doesn't mean I have to plan every step. And to get that next step and to get the inspiration and to move the needle, we go to stillness. So, think about what that stillness can look for you if you're not doing that. And, be cognizant. Am I in my head trying to plan too much? Oops. But I turned it off today, and I have to tell you, I feel really good after taking that time to meditate. And then I was really clear on what was going to bring me joy today, and I'm going to go and do it later. So there you have it. All right, let's look at the chakras, because interesting. So this would tell us one story, right? This is what I love about the energy, because I want to see if this resonates with some of you. Hold on. let's go to the chakras. Okay, so here we go. I mean, this is literally the same chart pulled, right? Same time. Look at these surges in. So during integration, what happens? We purge. This is some heavy purging in the root. Look at these sharp things. So these sharp ones are where we see those delineations, those vertical lines in the graph. So these don't surprise me. These are long and are lasting for hours. I don't know, my fancy pointer here is going in and out. But see, you can see how this is going for hours, but that's not showing anywhere on the sonogram. So this is all energy that's being pushed up and outward. Really cool. Really cool. And a lot of it is, right, these lower chakras. So you can see the upper chakras, which have been getting worked, like worked to the edge, is calm. Even the solar plexus is calmer, but the sacral, which is our creative, and this, again, the root, which is our identity. And, you know, one of the messages that had come through last week was not for us not to focus on changing our old creation, but focusing on the new. So it begs the question, what are we looking to create? What do we want to create? And you know, with the Schumann, we're going to roll with it. The truth of the matter is that we don't rely on it for feeling the energy. We really don't. And you know, sometimes you got to get off the Schumann tip, and we maybe have to. We may be getting off of it, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because every single thing that happens in our reality is happening for us, and it tells us one of two things. It either tells you you're off your GPS or you're right on it, right? So if something changes and shifts, that's our cue. Okay, we got to pivot. So get used to pivoting, get used to change, get used to feeling for the energy. That's the clear message. And, you know, if you've been thinking and trying too hard, maybe analyzing your own ascension too much, give it all a rest, go inward, or just relax, or just go have some fun. That's what I got for you today. I hope I think I addressed most of the things that came up. Thank you for those of you who are sharing details too. There was one more thing about, you know, whether you do not need to be barefoot to ground. You can ground in so many different ways. I just shared that recently because that was my own experience, and I did feel a deeper grounding by having and being very grateful that I could ground at a beach for sure. But for the better part of 2 or 3 years, I did all of my grounding inside with shoes on. It didn't matter. You can ground by eating root vegetables. They grow in Gaia. We consume them. You're grounding. So there's grounding mats as well. So there's many different ways to ground. Again, I just share what I'm doing, but you do what inspires you. We're all uniquely qualified for this journey. How about that? Again, so thank you to all of you who are liking and sharing this and subscribing. And please make sure to let us know in the comments where you're from. Should have said that in the beginning, but that's okay. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great afternoon or evening wherever you are. Mwah.